Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as able for the national anthem. Please remain standing for our invocation, presented today by Cassandra Aguinaga, graduating today with the Bachelor of Science degree in Forensic and Investigative Sciences.
Please join me in a posture of prayer, self-reflection, or appreciation. We come together today with gratitude, having met the challenges, attained the knowledge, gained the experience, and achieved our chosen goal to graduate this day from our beloved Texas A&M University. Today is not just about our individual sense of achievement, but also about all that has brought us to this time and place. We give thanks for all the friends, family, professors, and mentors who have surrounded us with love and support and given their entire selves in teaching and showing us what it means to be an Aggie. As these degrees are conferred, let all those who are gathered here leave this place resolved to honor all the values we have come to know in the Aggie spirit: excellence, integrity, leadership, loyalty, respect, and selfless service. May we go out today to work alongside our fellow Aggies and citizens to serve our communities, nation, and the world for the greater good of all. Amen.
You may be seated. Please welcome our Master of Ceremony for today's commencement, Dr. Alan Sams, Provost and Executive Vice President.
Howdy. I'm honored to welcome you today to this May 2025 commencement ceremony here at Texas A&M University. This semester, we acknowledge the accomplishment and commitment of a total of 9,416 of our students at the bachelor's level. This morning, we are conferring undergraduate degrees on students who have completed their courses of study in one of our 18 academic colleges and schools. Graduates, this ceremony is about you, our students, and of course, those many people that have helped you reach this milestone. There are many who have joined you on this journey, and on the stage today, we have a number of official representatives representing the community of scholars here at Texas A&M University. Representing the college administration is Dr. Jeffrey Sable, Vice Chancellor and Dean of the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. Additionally, the Dean is joined by the department heads, faculty, and university administration who have instructed, advised, counseled, and mentored you during your many years here at Texas A&M. Will the faculty, department heads, and university administration please stand and be recognized? Faculty are the foundation of our great university, and their voices and participation in shared governance are elevated by faculty representatives serving on the Faculty Senate. Today, we welcome Dr. Angie Hill Price, Speaker of the Faculty Senate. Also on stage with us today is Nick Taunton, class of '07 of the Association of Former Students, who will officially induct you into the association later in the ceremony. Texas A&M University is the flagship of the most comprehensive system of higher education in the United States, the Texas A&M University system. At this time, please welcome Regent John Bellinger, class of '76, who will bring greetings and remarks from the Texas A&M University System Board of Regents. Regent Bellinger will be followed by a video greeting from Texas A&M System Chancellor John Sharp, class of '72.
Howdy. President Welsh, Provost Sams, faculty and colleagues, distinguished guests, family members and friends, and most importantly, today's graduates of Texas A&M University. Welcome. I can't tell you how honored and how special this is and how privileged I am to be here with you. What a special moment. And before we go any further, let's thank the people who got you here, your parents. Parents, please stand. Let's give them a round, guys. And I know we have a few that unfortunately have lost one or two of your parents, and I just want you to know the Aggie family is here for you. There's another group I want to recognize, very near and dear to me, and I'd like all the Corps cadets to stand. If you're in the Corps cadets, please stand. Look, I love Coach Elko. I think we've got the right coach. We're going to score a lot of points. We've got a heck of an offense coming back. But I'll tell you one thing. We win every march-in and every halftime every year. Thank you to the band and thank you to the Corps cadets. I want to thank John Sharp. This is Chancellor Sharp's last graduation. He's been here over 13 years and did an incredible job. This university, the whole system, looks totally different than when he came here. He did an incredible job. We're going to miss him. And I just want to thank John for everything you did to build what we have today. Thank you, John. You know, I'm not into canned speeches, and I'm sure their marketing's cringing right now. But, you know, it's important to me to leave a couple of things with you. And I want to talk about, number one, RELIS, the acronym that we're about, A&M. Respect, excellence, leadership, loyalty, integrity, and selfless service. That's who we are. There's no doubt about it. But there's a couple of things that helped me in life get to this point, and several others. And it's a couple of P words: passion and persistence. Passion and persistence. I'll talk a little bit about Abraham Lincoln. Talk about somebody who had passion and persistence. Obviously, he had a passion for politics. But what you didn't know is how many times he failed. When he was a young man, he ran for the legislature in Illinois and was badly swamped. He next entered business and failed and spent the next 17 years paying debts from a worthless partner. He fell in love with a beautiful young woman to whom he became engaged. Then she died. He ran for Congress and was badly defeated. He then tried to get an appointment to the land office but failed. He became a candidate for the U.S. Senate but was badly defeated. In 1856, he was a candidate for vice president and again defeated. In 1858, he ran against Douglas for a Senate seat, was defeated. Despite all of Lincoln's failures, he never gave up. He had a passion. He was persistent. His passion continued to carry him forward to the highest position in the United States and undying fame to the end of time. Let's talk about a more recent guy that had passion and persistence. A guy named Cam Ward. Grew up just down the road here. Was in a wing tee offense in high school. For those of you who don't know what wing tee is, it doesn't give a quarterback a chance to show off his skills. And I don't know Cam, but I sure know he's got passion and persistence. Only one school gave him a scholarship, San Antonio, Incarnate Word. Know it well. So he went to Incarnate Word. Then he goes to Washington State. Then he almost goes to the NFL, but he waits one more year and goes to Miami. This guy went from a wing tee offense, one college. He had his passion to play football. He continued to be persistent. He was the number one pick in the NFL draft this year. And that 5 short years, that's what that guy accomplished. I do think we need to hire the scouting guy at Incarnate Word, though, Coach Elko. Aggies, go find your passion. Once you do, persistence is much easier, and you will be successful. Aggies never give up. Now, by the authority of the Texas A&M University System Board of Regents, it is my sincere pleasure to authorize Texas A&M University to confer the respective academic degree for which you have been recommended with all rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations pertaining thereto. Congratulations and gig 'em.
Howdy, I'm John Sharp, class of 72 and Chancellor of the Texas A&M University System. And it's my honor and privilege to congratulate you, the graduates, but also to acknowledge your family and loved ones who have supported you on this great journey. As college graduates of A&M, you are more prepared than most to adapt to change, and change will come many, many times in your life. I have no doubt you're prepared for it, thanks in large part to what you learned during your time at this great university. I urge you to stay in touch with your alma mater as you take your place in society and begin raising your families. So on behalf of the Texas A&M University System's faculty, staff, and administration, congratulations to you, your families, friends, and loved ones who celebrate with you today. Godspeed and gig 'em.
Thank you, Regent Bellinger, and for Chancellor Sharp's service as well. Now it's my pleasure to introduce General Mark A. Welsh III, President of Texas A&M University.
Howdy, and good morning, everyone. For those of you in the bleachers here today, the family, the friends who are here joining our graduates, thank you for making the effort to be here. More importantly, thank you for sending us great Aggies. It wouldn't be right to not have you here. To those of you sitting on the floor, congratulations. A little surprising, isn't it? It's already here. In just a few minutes, you're going to receive your diploma. You're going to walk across the stage behind me, and you're going to walk right out into the arms of the Aggie Network. And I think we all know that that's a great place to be. But before we get down to business, I want you to fully appreciate the people who are here in Reed Arena with you this morning, because there's actually 3 different groups here, and each of them has a different focus this morning. The first group are your parents, your grandparents, your brothers, your sisters, your spouses, your children, your friends. And while they're sitting here with you today, a whole bunch of them are actually thinking about yesterday. They're thinking about the day you were born. They're thinking about bringing you home from the hospital. They're thinking about your first words and your first steps, your first day of school. They're thinking about Little League baseball games and piano recitals and ballet shows and practice. and teaching you how to cook. Sounds weird, I know, but trust me, I've sat up there 4 times. They're thinking about different things than you are. They're remembering the nerves of your first date, and they're remembering helping you through that first heartbreak. And they're struggling to balance their pride in what you've become with their apprehension about turning you over to a world they spent so long protecting you from. All the things that make them love you have already happened. And while your future is really important to them, the past is just so sweet. You learned about honesty and excellence and integrity around their kitchen table. You learned about leadership and respect from your brothers and your sisters and your friends in the backyard and at school. You watched your parents and your grandparents, and you learned about commitment and dedication and loyalty and selfless service. These people gave you every tool you need to succeed in life, and I don't think there's any way you can thank them enough. But this would be a good day to try. The second group in the audience today is your faculty and staff here in Aggieland. They're all focused on today and what it means. This ceremony is actually as important to them as it is to you. For the last 4 years or so, they've been teacher, coach, mentor, role model, even friend to you. They've taught you the professional skills you'll need to succeed wherever you go and whatever you end up doing. And they've showed you that the world demands a standard of performance and rewards men and women who are willing to meet it. They actually understand the significance of the diploma you'll receive, and they know what it took to earn it. And when you walk across this stage, they're going to stand right over here, and they're going to quietly congratulate you, and then quietly congratulate each other, and then they're going to turn their attention back to the class of 2026, and pretty soon 2027, because that's what they do. It's who they are. It's why they're here, and it's why I love them. They shape the professional platform on which you're going to build your future. And I don't think there's any way for you to thank them either. But I hope before you leave campus that you try. And the third and most important group here this morning is, of course, you, the Fighting Texas Aggie class of 2025 and 2024. I won't go back any farther. You are very clearly focused on tomorrow, and that's exactly the way it should be. Because together you've worked, you've laughed, you've played, you've cried, you've celebrated over the last several years. And in some way, at some time, I'm willing to bet that some of your classmates probably carried you. Your friendships aren't going to end when you get your diploma, and neither will your influence on each other's lives. But before you leave campus, please make sure you thank your Aggie brothers and sisters who got you to this point. And there's one other thing I'd like you to do today, just for yourself. Make a commitment to you that no matter what path you choose for your life, that you'll run it at full speed. Don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat your family. Don't cheat your community. Don't cheat your state, your nation, or your world. Because you got game. Bring it. Through the course of your lives, people who are sitting right here are going to do remarkable things for our world. Remarkable things. And that's why the rest of us are so excited today. Our world is about to get better. The challenges we couldn't overcome, you will. The people we couldn't accept, you will. The technology we certainly couldn't master, you will. And hopefully the peace we couldn't find, you will. You've already made those of us who love you proud, and that includes everybody in this arena. But now it's time for the much tougher task of living up to your own expectations. Tomorrow, the adventure begins. Go make yourself proud. Congratulations, and giggle.
Thank you, President Welsh. As we continue with our ceremony, I believe it's now fitting that you hear from one of your own. To express appreciation on your behalf, please welcome your fellow student, Kyle Murphy. Today, Kyle is receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Agricultural Leadership and Development.
Howdy. Welcome, family, friends, faculty, staff, and most importantly, the class of 2025. What an exciting moment this is. 1,351 days ago, I moved into my freshman year dorm, nervous, excited, and unsure of what the next 4 years would bring. And now, in what felt like the blink of an eye, here we are. Today isn't just the end of our college journey, it's the beginning of something new. We've grown through challenges, celebrated achievements, and built friendships that will last a lifetime. Now, none of us got here alone, and I'd like to take a quick moment to thank some of the people who have supported me throughout my journey. To my dad, thank you for believing in me. You have always supported my passion for agriculture and inspired that journey of mine. I hope to make you proud in all I do and who I become. To my friends, family, and mentors, your encouragement and belief in me has meant everything. To my mom, both my biggest supporter and my toughest coach, you've been my rock through every step. Your love, strength, and sacrifice has not only inspired me, but has shaped who I am. Thank you, Mom. On behalf of our class, to the entire Texas A&M community, thank you. From the professors and staff to the countless individuals behind the scenes, you all have played an essential role in shaping our experience here. One of the greatest things about being an Aggie is that no matter where life takes us, Aggieland will always be home, and the people we've met here will always be family. Texas A&M is not just a community, not just a university, it is a community. It is a network that spans across industries, across borders, and across generations. We have spent the last 4 years walking this same campus, standing shoulder to shoulder in Kyle Field, and leaning on each other through every challenge. And now we are about to scatter across the world to different cities, different careers, and different paths of life. But through every challenge and triumph, we will always be Aggies. And if there is anything that's prepared us for both the highs and the lows of life, it's being an Aggie sports fan. I mean, talk about an emotional roller coaster. But through it all, we stand by our teams just like we will stand by each other. For most of our lives, we have been asked the same dreaded question, what do you want to be when you grow up? But what does that phrase actually mean? You see, some of us will continue our education, some will enter the workforce, some still quite aren't sure what comes next, and some of our classmates will take on the most honorable path of all, serving our great country through the United States military. Let's take a moment to recognize and thank these brave individuals for both their commitment and their sacrifice. As we walk across this stage, society will measure our success by job titles, salaries, and achievements. But I want to challenge that idea, because the truth is what we do will never define us, but who we are will. One day our job titles will change, the awards we collect will fade, but what will remain is the kind of people we choose to be. We're at a pivotal moment, standing at the crossroads of who we've been and who we are becoming. There is no time limit to start over, to redefine ourselves, or to chase the things that truly matter. So I challenge us all to make choices that reflect the Aggie core values that we hold so dear. Are we honest, even when no one is watching? Do we show up for others, even when it's inconvenient? Do we lead with integrity, serve with humility, and treat others with respect? These are the things that define us, not the careers we pursue, but the values that we carry with us into them. We are about to step into a world that desperately needs leaders who are honest, courageous, and willing to do the right thing. And who better to answer that call than the Fightin' Texas Aggie class of 2025? Texas A&M has shaped us into people who will not just chase success, but build legacies. We will be the ones who bring integrity into the boardrooms, selfless service into our communities, and excellence into everything that we do. But no matter how far we go or how much we accomplish, one thing will always remain true, and that's that we'll always be Aggies. We can always come back to this place, to these traditions, and to this family, because Aggieland is not just where we spent 4 years of our life, it is now a part of who we are. So to the class of 2025, go out and do great things, make an impact, stand for what's right, and chase your dreams without fear. Let this journey be a reflection of the people we've become, not just the titles we'll hold or the jobs that we'll do. Congratulations, we did it. And as always, thanks and gig 'em.
Thank you, Kyle. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the presentation of degrees. It's my privilege to ask all degree candidates to rise as able. President Welsh, thank you for joining me at the podium. President Welsh, based upon the recommendation of the faculty of Texas A&M University, I certify that these candidates have fulfilled all the academic requirements necessary for receiving a diploma. I am honored to present them to you for the awarding of their respective degrees.
Thank you, Provost Sams. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of this university and by the authority vested in Texas A&M University by the state of Texas and by the Board of Regents of the Texas A&M University system, I hereby confer upon you individually the degree to which you are entitled, with the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Would you join me in being the first to congratulate them?
You can be seated. As a courtesy to your fellow graduates and to expedite the ceremony, a couple of stage rules, please. No selfies while you're on the stage is one. And when you exit the stage, please return to your seat and remain in the arena until all graduates have received their diplomas. I now ask the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences to join us for the roll call of graduates of your respective departments. And at this time, welcome Dean Jeffrey Sable for the diploma presentations.
Howdy. Will the recipients of bachelor's degrees from the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences rise as able and come forward as your name is called?
Department of Agricultural Economics, Master of Science, Agribusiness, Belen V. Arredondo. Joel Arredondo II. Caleb J. Aschenbeck. Catherine Caroline Bacon. Madison Shea Barrow. Colby Thomas Barton. Brett Scott Berg. Kaylee Danielle Biggs. John W. Boseman. Garrett Gabriel Briscoe. Sarah Elizabeth Brooks. Andrew Joseph Chauvin. Hustia Darvish Narinjban. Rachel Anna Detton. William James Erie. Lauren Danielle Ely. Isabella Hope Garza. Gretchen Rose Godwin, Emily L. Grona, Nathan Michael Gwynn, Colby Justin Hall, Haley Katrina Hall, Lauren Renee Henson, Brewster Henderson, Hannah Kate Herman, Erin Elizabeth Hesse, Gracie Lane Hill, Harrison Lee Hobbs, Ethan James Jacks, Brandon Ross Johnson, Jack Ryan Jones, Madeline Grace Jones, James William Kendrick, Benjamin James Knight, Aaron David Kosarek, Ronald Drew Landry Jr., Justin Thomas Lang, Kevin Lynn, Cannon Brady Madden, Wyatt Jonathan Mayer, Mason G. Mathis, Cole Van McClellan, Maya Elizabeth McDowell, Mark James McKenzie, Brooke Alexandra Mounier, Macy Marie Morey, Connor Edwin Naughton, Lauren Renee Nevels, Tyler Jacob Nolan, William James Ramirez, Ryan Joseph Ray, Julius McDonald Rufino III, Mary Campbell Skelly, Nicholas John Smecca, Holden Michael Spar, Kaylee Nicole Sterrett, Luke Garrett Stockett, Caitlin Marie Strank, Caitlin Michelle Stewie, Matthew Dean Taylor, Nicholas Roy Terracina, Jeffrey Fielding Tevis, Andrew Vaughn Thompson, Andy Lee Thornton III, Nathan Andrew Vines, John Joseph Volpe, Claire Elizabeth Bidlechka, Hunter S. Walker, J.C. Nicole Weinheimer, Reed Douglas Williams, Morgan Lane Woods, Coben Michael Wiley, Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Economics, Braden Joseph Acosta, Madeline Nicole Ainsworth, Megan Elizabeth Anderley, Adam Michael Angelico, Caleb Arredondo, Harrison David Balmer, Colton Nicholas Batten, Jackson Robbie Baumick, Alondra Baiza Corona, Blaine Bills, Ethan Zachary Becker, Carly Lauren Bordano, Macy Renee Bowers, Cole Joseph Brannon, Blake Timothy Brashear, Janae Morgan Brownie, Lauren Joe Brett, Chance Logan Brewster, Landry Thomas Brown, Hunt Nelson Bruyere, Mason Kate Buck, Reagan Amber Budlong, Sergio Luis Spintello, Peyton Jane Burnett, Jacob J. Bush, Tyler James Cabler, Christopher Maddox Campbell, Madison Nicole Cannon, Isaiah C. Cavazos, Jose de Chapa. Connor Key Chappell. William Blake Childress. Emma Audrey Coelho. Colby Reese Coker. Caleb Colin Cole. Kay Thomas Conrad. Quinn Olivia Cooper. Peter Joseph Corbett. Madison Page Council. Noah A. Cousin. Bryce A. Cox. Daniel E. D'Souza. Brendan Joseph Dagley. Kirsten Marie Dahl. Colton James Delk. John Wade Dickerson. Cole Michael Dotson. J.C. Elizabeth Dutton. Wade J. Feist. Lillian Marie Fajardo Andoni. Franklin Thomas Farrell. Blake Joseph Fawcett. Keith Lynn Flanagan. Ethan Lane Floyd. Hudson Cole Frazier. Millie Ann Fry. Emma D. Fuentes. Alexis F. Garcia. Nolan Wade Garrison. Cannon Gibson. Owen Elizabeth Gibson. Gina Rose Gonzalez. Malele Gonzalez. Riley Goolsby. Carol Eileen Granches. Sydney Grace Green. Elena Raquel Greenwood. Tyler Wayne Groom. Luis Ricardo Guerra. Cameron Thomas Haley. Taylor Dawn Hand. Wade Garrett Harper. Kylie Jordan Harrison. Cole Matthew Hartman. Dalton Kyle Hempel. Courtney Elizabeth Hendrick. Caitlin Rose Hobbs. Kennedy Morgan Hobbs. Kyle Thomas Holden. Thomas Byron Hooten. Caitlin Grace Hughes. John Cole Hutchinger. Ethan Pierce Ibarguen. Hannah Magna Ivy. Patrick Rowe Jackson. Kayla Michael Jimenez. Megan Lynn Ginwright. Philip K. Johnson III. Kason Dean Jewett. Alexandra Giselle Juarez. Carly Page Judd. Nathan Joseph Judge. Madeline Joy Casper. Cody Wayne King. Brady Lane Klezel. Carson Austin Cloche. Gary Knight. Taylor Renee Node. Tristan Thomas Kurtz. Ryan Edward Ladisick Jr. Crystal A. La Follette. Colby Carl Lang. Claire Elizabeth Lara. Aubrey R. Lawrence. Walker L. Linneman. Justin Dakota Lindemulder. Carson Stilly Lindsay. Parker Daniel Lindsay. Joshua Marsh. Cole Brady Martin. Mariana Yasmin Martinez. Casey Jolie Martini. Jared Kyle May. Timothy Joseph McCarble II. William James McCauley III. Cameron John McCurry. Josephine Marie McMahon. Kenyon Grace McMichael. Beck Ryan McWhorter. Keely Renee Micolache. Valerie Mora. Jason Blake Morehouse. Emma Grace Morgan. Thomas Wyatt Mouchard. Rhett John Newkirk. Benjamin Adam Nicknish. Trinity Lace O'Brien. Rachel Elise Ochsner. Brant Lee Okonski. Mackenzie Elizabeth Olson. Christopher Thomas Orton. Emma Grace Outland. Cade Hamlin Parnell. Sadie Catherine Peeler. Kristen Leland Pearson. Spencer Thomas Platt. Joshua David Pope. Jack Henry Theodore Pope. Elena D. Potter. Hunter Zachary Powell. Jack Leonard Proctor. William Clark Raines. Dawson C. Robb. Claude Justice Reese II. Kyle Ryan Reynolds. Carrie Kylene Richards. Ryan Martin Reeves. Autumn Renee Rose. Claiborne Scott Rothwell. George Eris Sarandos. Jackson Fowler Shima. Sierra Renee Shep. Suhani Pratik Shah. Thomas David Chaplin. Tyler Raymond Sherrill. Jaden Alyssa Simpson. Taja Riley Sims. Jenna Elizabeth Smith. Parker Montgomery Smith. Thomas C. Smith. Yayan Mark Glendora Smithard. Mason Lee Smythe. Carson Elaine Sorrells. Harley Francis Strock. Daniel Hudson Stripling. Dylan Nicholas Thompson. Carolyn Elizabeth Trevino. Nicholas Abraham Trevino. Thomas Y. Tweedle. Dustin Jacob Vanek. Billy K. Houston Van Trace. Gunnar Scott Vaughn. Ford Garrison Vincent. Summer Nicole Wade. Nathan Wade Weiskopf. Patrick Thomas Welch. Carter Bryant Williams. Robert White Williamson IV. Raymond David Wood. Caden Tyler Wazinski. Jesse Reagan Yoder. Tyler Kendall Young. Robert Charles Zieberbiller. Bachelor of Science, Financial Planning. Jake H. Bethel. Julian Cantu V. Parker Dane Conti. Cannon Roger Cropper. James William Gamble. Ruben Alonso Garcia. Bethany Noel Garrett. Jace Cameron Harris. Chelsea Nicole Johns. Sophia Lizo Marjan Klages. Gabriella Leone Lehman. Jair A. Aleja. Aiden C. McKinney. Joshua Greg Nichols. Rebecca Lauren Petrie. Davis Jet Roundtree. Alexander Julian Sanchez. Reed Den Watts. Brooke Ann Wendell. Department of Agricultural Leadership, Education, and Communications, Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Communications and Journalism. Colton Wayne Becker. Megan Page Carberry. Kaylee Sade Cash. Savannah Grace Cruz. Emily Leanne Cian Edwards. Emily L. Frierson. Grace Ellen Fritcher. Cassidy G. Fox. Sydney Taylor Gowan. Chloe Elizabeth Grimm. Mallory Kate Halbadier. Jesse James Harris. Kinley Bree Harrington. Gracie Lee Hunt. Sydney Lee Hunter. Hayden Elizabeth J. Madeline Arwen Young. Sadie Jean Kamla. Zoe Bess Kelton. Kyla Noel King. Rachel Renee Mahan. Morgan Leanne Marburger. Amanda Elizabeth Martin. Cheney Aspen McCollum. Hannah Jo McElrath. Madeline Ellen McMurrow. Trinity Jean Meadows. Taylor Mackenzie Mobbs. Madeline Victoria Munoz. Ava Rose Newton. Claire Nicole Novisky. Karis Allen Glace Olson. Carol Alexandra Orta. Taylor Morgan Peters. Darcy Grace Phillips. Kaylee Jo Pieper. Sydney Ann Piggott. Spencer A. Pruitt. Alexis Virginia Saldua. Kylie Beth Selman. Aubrey Marcella Smith. Kelly Nicole Sefji. Haley Nicole Tupa. Riley Renee Vasek. Morgan Grace Wallace. Cameron Faith Whitley. Briley Lauren Williams. Miranda M. Woodward. Taryn Marie Wright. Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Leadership and Development. John Acevedo. Miguel Angel Aguilar. Abby Grace Anderson. Jamaisha Arnold. Jonathan David Austin. Reese Tyler Baird. Giovanni Barragan. Rodolfo Barrera IV. Carter Reed Batterby. Gareth Harrison Bell. Ivania Bello. Ricardo Daniel Benavides. Naomi Faith Bledsoe. Kaylee Elise Blunder. Jesslyn Hope Balsarek. Madison M. Bonin. Bo Philip Brockman. Alexis Leanne Brown. Davis Lyle Bird. Gilbert Camarillo. Kyle Hunter Cartagena. Jace Carter. Jacob Allen Casey, Alberto Castellan Angulo, Aiden Michael Cavender, Robert T. Childress IV, Jordan David Chopin, Kinley Renee Close, Declan Connor, James Huntley Cook, Ashlyn Elizabeth Cormier, Aisatu Kulabi, Senior, Carson James Cross, Owen Luke Darden, Samuel Michael Denning, Rachel Patterson Doolittle, Elizabeth Ray Ann Dorsey, Ashley Sue Dowlern, Drew Michael Drake, Ethan James Dulabon, Isabel M.D., Logan Henry Erskine, Esteban Escudero, Reuben Dwayne Fatherly II, Ryan Conley Fillingim, Faith A. Fleeman, Aaron Jacob Flores, John Ryan Frazier, Brooke Danielle Gauze, Ty William Gerke, Christian Elijah Goad, Jaden Allen Goodrich, Caroline Elizabeth Green, Reagan Greer, Aiden Troy Grigsby, Olivia Christine Hale, Cody Taylor Hamilton, Peyton E. Hancock, Hunter Lee Harrison, Kyle Wayne Haynes, Madeline Ann Jimenez, Jameson Page Henderson, William Joseph Hillesheim, and Adair Hillman, Colt James Hoffey, Annabelle Greer Hubert, Tyler Russell Hullinger, Madison Lee Hunka, Breeze Madison Hunter, Kendall Ray Hunter, Lexi Shea Ide, Kyle Norman Jackson, Morgan Hazel Jaco, Timothy William Jarrett, Chloe Elizabeth Job, Brooke Aaron Johnson Jr., Kendall Avery Johnson, Trevor Grant Johnston, Avery Rose Jost, Evelyn Faith Kefauver, Joshua Paul Kerr, Dylan Johnson Kessler, Hannah Noel Keyser, Karina Ann Kilboy, Presley Love Clock, Parker Blaine Klump, Callie Mae Koenig, Bailey Reese Laird, Austin Patrick Lane, Javorski Lane Sr., Logan Cade Langford, Matthew Thomas Luntz, Cannon Hodge Lasserre, Elizabeth Michelle Lewis, Anthony Scott Little, Andrew David Littleton, Danny Lockhart II, Nicholas Ryan Lush, Kaylee Leanne Lopez, Kennedy Michelle Lynch, Tyler Brian Maroney, Dominique Martyr. Joe Austin Martinez. Parker Lane Mason. Cooper Michael Mays. Benjamin Allen McCarthy. Benjamin Ezra McGuffey. Anthony Yahir Mercado Sanchez. Demontre Lamont Moore. Ryla Aileen Banta Morgan. John Robert Moses Jr. Devontae D. Mount. Abigail Catherine Moy. Kyle Gressett Murphy. Sean James Murray. Cameron M. Nielsen. Faith Marie Norton. Nathan Scott Novoselsky. Emmanuel Isosa Obaseki. Nicholas David Pavlicek. Lauren Isabella Peters. Carson Edward Polasek. Emily Lauren Poldrak. Savannah Mackenzie Price. Gabriel Stephen Purviance. Joseph Sheridan Kwan. Kylie Renee Rand. Sophia Joy Reagan. Albert Antonio Regis. Tatum Nicole Rigsby. Lauren Nicole Rivera. Lane Matthew Robler. Cameron Allen Rue. Jocelyn Sophia Salas. Tanner Lynn Shank. Caden Hayes Scherer. Nolan Anton Seifert. Zachary James Shimp. Lacey Marie Sims. Savannah Ann Small. Taylor Elizabeth Smitherman. Caleb Williams Solis. Nathaniel Alexander Span. Christian Hunter Spearman. Emily Ann Springer. Jordan Lawrence Stanley. Jacob Lee Staley. Lauren Tracy Stone. Rachel Aaron Strong. Mary Ellen Sturbident. Evan Weston Sullivan. Janya Teresa Charmine Thomas. Emily Page Tompkins. Tyler Lynn Towns. Madison Lane Townsend. Matthew Shelby Valerius. Claire Walton Vilas. Rylan Elizabeth Wallace. Garrett Colin Watkins. Hayden Zane Weaver. Jacob William West. Luke T. Wilson. Cody Michael Carl Wingard. Alexis Cameron Wise. Preston Cody Wright. Connor Joseph Wysocki. Keaton Ray Young. Mark David Young. Kyler T. Zach. Inas Zakut. Ramsey L. Zimmerman.
Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Science, Savannah Morgan Birch. Kristen Lee Birkeland. Iriana Isabel Burleson. Emily Nicole Burt. Jenna Page Dempsey. Megan Domino. Robert Emilio Dowdy. Olivia Grace Doyle. Johnny Marie Hensley. Bethany Hennett. Mary Catherine Hivner. Kathleen Rose Holmes. Abigail Lane Kinjura. Jamie Lee Kurtz. Carly Lowe. Juliana Lozano. Carson J. Murray. Kinley Alexis Murray. Cooper Lee Rail. Molly M. Ritchie. Emily Anita Searle. Ava Catherine Shea. Braden Scott Stork. Caitlin May Trowbridge. Keaton Scott Jackson. Bachelor of Science, University Studies. Whitney Faith Moody. Department of Animal Science, Bachelor of Science, Animal Science. Adele Rayanne Alford. One more time for me. Karen Ansadua Ayala. Alex Elaine Army. Clarissa Page Ashworth. Taylor Lindsay Barrett. Slade Joseph Bauman. Crosby Lee Beatty. Sophie Grace Becker. Audrey Danielle Bensmiller. Joanna Berdesia. McKaylee Ann Berkeley. Megan Elizabeth Bensal. Kendall Marie Bonnert. Lauren Taylor Bond. Sierra Lynn Booker. Britley Ann Bowers. Abigail Claire Brandt. Alyssa Irene Brewster. Matthew Stanton Bridges. Talvi Nick Bui. Maya Dina Burks. Kennedy Bush. Katie Lynn Cannon. Caden Davis Carter. Colton Fields Carwile. Arabelle Ray Castilla. Grayson James Castillo. Kaylee D. Catchings. Kaya Chason. Gunnar Norris Coburn. Alexis Coffey. Shelby J. Colvin. Sophia Cortez. Elena Cotton Batteridge. Avery Madison Daigle. Amber Lynn Dedman. Chrisana Juliet DeShazo. Andre Ignacio Duarte. Drew Ashlyn Eckert. Brandon Michael Edgar. Haley R. Elrod. Christopher Rogelio Espinosa. Emil Espinosa. Ellison A. Evans. Mary Catherine Evans. Taylor Grace Fanning. Avery Grace Flanagan. Eduardo Flores. Ashton Jane Floyd. Macy Jordan Forsadier. Gavin Allen French. Nathan Roman Friesenhahn. Brandon Thomas Gardner. Michael Robert Gleason. Andrea Gomez. Jasmine Gonzalez. Megan Gonzalez. Anthony Greenwood. Megan Grove. Elise Giselle Guerra. Catherine Ashley Hanna. Avery Elise Harder. Tamara Lene Harvey. Kaylin River Hatton. Madison Grace Haney. Michaela Elise Hill. Doni Josephine Hilge. Anna Heiser. Zachary James Holscher. Savvy Royston Hollingsworth. Abigail Grace Cooper. Richard Major Isaf. Toby Lane Jackson. Madison Nicole Yanda. Brianna Faith Jones. Emma Elizabeth Jordan. Claire Elizabeth Justice. Ashton Dean Kalkoski. Russell Patrick Kessler. Callie Elizabeth Kimball. Ashley Capri Kennetater. Kendall Marie Klatt. Juliana Dawn Knapp. Laura Faith Knight. Jacob Patrick Earl Knowles. Reagan Elizabeth Kopecki. Rachel Mary Kuhlman. Kelani Lessa Truklai. Beatrix Precious Lemonine. Ella Michelle Lang. Lance Thomas Lotka. Mia Catherine LeBuff. Amber Nicole Lefebvre. Taylor Grace Lencioni. Isabella Shea Llewellyn. Jennifer Lopez. Casey Mellon Lopez. Shelby Marie Loving. Kelsey Claire Lyle. Natalie Leanne Machuca. Astari Nicole Madera. Macy Mangum. Daphne Dariana Martinez Campos. Griffin Thomas Mathis. Lacey Ellen McCaffrey. Weston John McElroy. Annabelle Claire McPherson. Isabella Mendoza. Kane Andrew Meyer. Angelina Mesa. Amelia Marie Miller. Paige Nicole Miller. Brooke Alana Minardi. Emily Louise Moeller. Morgan Lynn Mokri. Jolie Molina Zaleski. Claudia Elise Montemayor. Dylan Adrian Morello. Kate Suzanne Mulcock. Casey Jack Murphy. Emily McKenna Mulchler. Madeline May Napier. Mia Michelle Natoli. Lauren Michelle Newman. Avery Jane Noblet. Haley Alexis Nectarlin. Hannah Eslyn Olson. Jace Eric Owen. Carson Drew Patton. Ryan Nicole Payne. Stephanie Marie Pedraza. Michael Ray Pinner III. Jeremy Lewis Pereira. Allison Elise Pergandi. Emily Annette Petrich. Francis Grace Platt. Alejandro David Quiroga. Kate Elizabeth Robick. Christina Ann Reagan. Kyle Edwin Rial. Colin Matthew Reed. Gabrielle Corrine Reisman. Austin James Renault. Meredith Kaylee Reynolds. Reagan Christine Richardson. Haley Elizabeth Revelas. Danielle Nicole Roby. Aaliyah Rogers. Ariana Rodriguez. Riley Ashlyn Rumfield. Paul Kevin Ryan. Haley Grace Sample. Yesenia Sanchez Prado. Bailey Brooke Sanchez. Ethan Cole Sanchez. Kaylee Ann Saxon. Haley K. Sellers. Cody Campbell Sells. Caroline Tatum Schenkel. Hannah G. Shaw. Jeffrey Daniel Shellum. Kinsey Nicole Shine. Grayson Elizabeth Sieben. Hayden Thomas Sills. Caden Raleigh Seaman. Jeb Stewart Skiles Jr. Jessica Leanne Smith. Kristen Faith Smith. Jordan Elizabeth Summer. Leroy R. Stavanova III. Brenna Milan Stevenson. Elise Nicole Stovall. Cooper Ray Thompson. Robert Edward Tubbs. Kayla Yvette Vasquez. Diego Vela. Bree Vitek. Olivia L. Voigt. Sydney Morgan Wackerly. Whitney Warmer. Hayden Lane White. Haley Catherine Williams. Haley Day Winkler. Kaylee Denise Woodward. Gabriella Mary Louise Yonker. Trinity Alyn Zanuto. Sarah Ann Zintek. Applause, please. Lost my spot. Oh. Department of Biochemistry and Biophysics, Bachelor of Science, Biochemistry. Noel Abitson. Jorge Alcantar. Olivia Alphin. Miriam Jama Barra. Grant C. Biles. Sophia Maria Calabrese. Aditi Chada. Wesley Chen. Minyong Chung. Kelsey Cox. DeMarco David De Leon. Trish Fing Dong. Macy Reese Eller. Sean Michael Vincent Ellis. Jake Garrett Fields. Alessandra Marie Floor. Mark Anthony James Gray. Janie Alexandria Guzman. Liliana Karine Guzman. Nikki Nilesh Hakari. Connor Thomas Henderson. Kendall Victoria Hunter. Nicholas August Janzo. Colby Johnson. Patrick Joseph Keating. Mattia Alexandra Klatt. Diana Desiree Leal. Ian Simpson Mattingly. Eunice Mufadal Motiwala. She's Assembly Adana Fedora Onaya. Maria Fernanda Perez Perez de Alejo. Joseph Benjamin Pierce. Patricia Rafan Policarpio. Ishan Singh Ray. James Rex Rivas Jr. Omar Sada. Nitya Sadasvian. John Harrison Schock. Megan Diatra Solo. Syria E. Submaranian. Isabella Trong. Justin Trong. Sing Yao Wang. Maya Grace Young. Andrew Hao Shang Zhang. Bachelor of Science, Genetics, Julianne Samantha Allred. Camille Beatrice Colley. Donald Casey Shadowin. Peter Orlin Dang. Mariana Descato Fato. Zaylee Charlene Flannery. Alexa Fry. Leah Kate Goss. David Elliott Hill. Caroline Nirdar Jojo. Katrina Shanae Kearns. Samitha Kusuro. Sophia Kiraki Lakidis. Sari Safri Malaretti. Roxana Carmen Nolte. Reed Rivera. Carson Marie Rosello. Nicole Rosenfeld. Ashley Nicole Smith. Emily Jane Smith. McKenna Marie Song. Jaden Ternini. Colton Wilson. Department of Biological and Agricultural Engineering, Bachelor of Science, Agricultural Systems Management. Abigail Karina Bivens. Emery D. Brewer. Clay Walker Brown. Jacob William Dorman. Dylan Tyler Galbraith. Ryan Parker Gibson. Christopher Patrick Gorsuch. Matthew Kenneth Jasic. Michael Zhang Jijing. Taylor Allen Jordan. Josiah Charles Keck. Jacob Paul Klaus. Philip Matoka. Kinsey Lee McMahon. Lee Robert Mahalik. Aaron Monsivice. Shuris Pandey. Juliana Hope Ramirez. Jose Angel Rivera Jr. Elijah Salarzan. Julia Grace Salisbury. Colby John Stone. Carly Nicole Thaxton. Joseph Alexander Trevino. Zachary Allen Versteff.
Department of Ecology and Conservation Biology, Bachelor of Science, Ecology and Conservation Biology, Natalie C. Alvarez. Ana Elizabeth Arellano. Jessica Armendariz. Trevor Dean Austin. Nathaniel L. Bartlett. Eugenia A. Belova. Jackson L. Benningfield. Bryce D. Brock. Mallory Elizabeth Buendia. Lillian Rain Campbell. Caleb M. Catlett. Joshua J. Clayton. Sarah Michelle Cox. John Francis Curry III. Jenna M. Curtis. Hannah June Dalton. Elena de la Cruz Trejo. Megan E. Delano. Micah V. Donathan. Haley Elise Donato. Addison J. Early. Devin Alexander Espinosa. Genevieve H. Flores. Folliard. Aaron Ray Folliard. Sydney Ann Frierson. Caleb Michael Gibbons. Haley Michelle Goodney. Benjamin Thomas Grossclose. Samuel Gaines Hall. Samantha R. Hamilton. Taylor Nicole Hampton. Caitlin L. Hess. Megan Faith Hobroch. Delaney C. Horton. Joshua Richard Incardona. Kara Grace Johnson. Eric Donovan Leeson. Aaron Edwin Lilia. Victoria Lizette Maese. Alyssa Luciana McKelvey. Erica K. McQuinn. Emma Louise Respondic. Jasmine Julie Rivera. Ana P. Rodriguez Canales. Joanna Renee Ross. Kelsey Diane Ryan. Abigail Priyanka Samuel. Sinaida Precious Saucedo. Ruby Danielle Josephine Scheindling. Salem Justine Smith. Preston Mitchell Starnes. Caitlin Nicole Stakely. Madeline Grace Story. Ashley Nicole Sisteda. Lauren Elise Tober. Abigail Ignacio Torres. Duncan M. Vick. Heather Nicole Welsh. Madison J. Wheat. Colton Travers Witt. Ty Caleb Wilson. Department of Entomology, Bachelor of Science, Entomology, Corinne K. Allen. Bryce C. Gardner. Randall Chance Hobday. Alexa Elizabeth Jimenez Rosas. Noah D. Kim. Sasha Carriage Kimbrough. Ethan G. LaFawn. Tara Nicole Lanning. Joshua Humberto Morales. Sydney Blair Parkes. Lisa N. Rollinson. Abigail S. Ryan. Miriam A. Torres. Elizabeth N. Williams. Bachelor of Science, Forensic and Investigative Sciences, Cassandra Aguinaga. Anita P. Avila. Monica Nicole Avila. Braden Kyle Bailey. Emily A. Barrera. Benjamin Austin Blade. Megan Danielle Bobo. Liliana Cavazos. Kaylee C. Corcoran. Anastasia Gloria Cornelius. Leah Sophia Crawford. Sarah Permina Cruz Rodriguez. Jonathan Trace Davis. Carla Isabel Diaz. Ann Ding. Hannah L. Dyer. Fernando Espinosa. Nadia A. Estrada. David Garrett Fickert. Allison T. Findley. Grace L. Flora. Samuel Walker Franks. J.C. D. Freeman. Kaylee Garcia. Matthew David Glanz. Melissa Isabel Guerra. Victor J. Gutierrez IV. Caitlin Beta Rose Hale. Christina Danielle Hardiman. Lexi Elaine Harrell. Megan D. Hewitt. Riley J. Hupping. Jordan N. James. Caitlin Elizabeth Jett. Zoe Jacqueline Leong. Alexa Christine Linares. Jose A. Loredo. Angela Penelope Lubrano. Janelle Martinez. Rachel H. Martinez. Jeanette Elisa Meneses. Sterling J. Mitchell. Joshua Isaac Muse. Ella Marlene Noha. Oma Tinuala Olafeme Okasanjo. Christopher Colby Palmer. Samantha Perez. Reese Pickard. Caitlin Esperanza Preston. Kara Ann Ratliff. Gabriella Iris Reiner. Madeline Rocha. Reagan Lee Ruffner. Haley Nicole Russell. Karen Samaniego. Emma Lindsay Scott. Ashley M. Silva Salas. Hallie J. Skupka. Kara Marie Sledge. Vanessa Isabella Soto. Ryan Hunter Stevens. Ella R. Taylor. Carla L. Torres. Isette Torres. Kathy Q. Trong. Emma Page Tuttle. Kimberly Scarlett Umania Sosa. Kenna R. Valadez. Elizabeth Grace Ventura. Bailey Madison Willingham. Department of Food Science and Technology, Bachelor of Science, Food Science and Technology, Khadija Aisha. Tristan Barron. Ayla Boyd, Ariel L. Burnett, Graciela M. Coronado, Marion T. Howell, Janice Ka Wen Lung, Thomas John Lycos III, Megan N. Martinez Mikowski, Claire Emily Oshoni, Alicia Nicole Patterson, Evangelina Valencia Perez, Natalie Gabriela Salgado Peña, Dalton R. Skarowski, Grace Catherine Spencer, Sophia Tarantini Pacheco, Bachelor of Science, Food Systems Industry Management, Jackson Zaboznik, Department of Horticultural Sciences, Bachelor of Arts, Horticulture, Nicole Isabella Alvarez, Mia Isabel Havelka, Lucy M. Kiner, Gabrielle Lenore Louie, Bradley J. Mitchell, Dakota Lenora Schneider, Catherine Ivy Seifer, Eric Tyler Stiles, Bachelor of Science, Horticulture, Prescott Renee Anderson, Callie R. Baker, Rafael Rodriguez Bowden, Jared Martin Calhoun, Araceli Coronado, Mitch M. Cosper, Charlotte Ann Delaney, Harper Daisy Esterac, Madison Marie Geppinger, Stacy May Hartman, Emily Ashlyn Heron, Madeline E. Kalin, Malone Kilpatrick, Caroline Elizabeth Lowry, Ian Bailey McDonald, Holden Ellis Mahalki, Ryan Joseph Moon, Marissa Yvette Olvera, Brindley Royal Porty, Abby G. Puckett, Matthew Perry Purnell, Christopher Andrew Rohde, Mia Anise Russell, Anna Grace Schmalls, Jordan Ann Stoley, Gage Manning Stozier, Paige Nicole Tam, Cody Ryan Thomas, Department of Hospitality, Hotel Management and Tourism, Bachelor of Science, Hospitality, Hotel Management and Tourism, Grace Elaine Bankston, Lexi J. Bowers, Connor W. Carroll, Bryce Logan Erickson, Sarai Galvan, Allison R. Heflin, Samuel Robert James, Madison Emma Kitson, Emma Elizabeth Kane, Sarah Danielle Lyon, Riley Aline Parr, Benjamin McGinty Stringfellow, Sydney Elise Walker, Bachelor of Science, Recreation Park and Tourism Sciences, Delaney Sean Alexander, Yvette Alvarado, Maya Savine Aris, Jacob Benjamin Armour, Ariana L. Barker, Lauren Elizabeth Barrett, Luke William Bloom, Andy Lynn Brandenberger. Mackenzie Hunter Bryant. Dylan Burns. Faith Anna Burton. Levi Wallace Collins. Demetrius Hakeem Crownover. Caitlin A. De La Garza. Alberto I. Espinosa. Eleanor Marie Fusselman. Joshua T. Horman. Ella R. Holloway. Cole Gary Edward Hudson. Emma Ray Keel. David Ronald Kvistad. Abby Gail Martin. Mackenzie Rose Matlock. Allie Grace McGrain. Elizabeth Ruth McSpadden. David Jordan Mendez. Sarah Gabriela Mahalik. Sophia M. Page. Jaden Ivy Rackley. Kyle Kenneth Ron. Anastasia Lee Ramirez. Mason Ray Richards. Mary Elizabeth Roberts. Elizabeth Anna Robertson. Sophia Noel Ross. Katie Elizabeth Rude. Landry Aaron Stewart. Julia Isabel Taylor. Legend K. Vasquez. Colby Ryan Weehausen. Reagan Francis Welch. Department of Nutrition, Bachelor of Science, Nutrition, Holly Margaret Alexander. Elise M. Ali. David Sean Alice. Emma Catherine Allen. Lauren Neha Allen. Hannah Marie Blockinger. Will Ingram Bryan. Abby McCullen Butler. Brian G. Caldwell. Sophia C. Carpenter. Lauren Nicole Christensen. Caitlin Gail Crouch. L. Ryan De Los Santos. Ananya Dar. Sydney L. Donaldson. Reem Ebukani. Clarissa A. Fernandez. Aranza Sophia Gandara. Gentry Lynn Garner. Hannah Choi Gibbs. Elizabeth Carolyn Goen. Paula Natalia Gonzalez. Elizabeth Rose Grizel. Christopher Maxwell Hart. Larissa Elise Hernandez. Natalie Marie Holland. Dana Leanne Jones. Jenny Park Kim. Amy Marie Langford. Axel J. Martinez. Caitlin Adela Martinez. Catherine Lee McQuillan. Jane Moore. Caitlin Tien Nguyen. Caden William Norris. Caroline Marie O'Driscoll. Parker Ryan O'Neill. Ryan Kate Orcutt. Grace Elizabeth Owens. Sabli B. Patel. Chloe Elizabeth Pygott. Emma Elizabeth Pohl. Diego Andreas Prezes. Naomi Osama Quintor. Nuri Ramirez. Valerie Ramos. Chloe Faith Reese. Gabriela Rivera Vega. Lauren Michelle Reynolds. Ainsley Marie Rose. Paige Elizabeth Saavedra. Lauren Nicole Shank. Sonia Segal. Juliana Nicole Sierra. Owen James Spence. Abby Jean Staling. Catherine Elizabeth Stuflay. Lindsay E. Teague. Audrey Lee Thielen. Josephine Lee Thompson. David Tierra Negra. Melissa Mary Turritgen. Austin Samantha Wyan. Kendall Ann Wood. Avery Reese Yoakum. Kirsten Olivia Zacek. Katie Harriet Zaza. Department of Plant Pathology and Microbiology, Bachelor of Science, Bioenvironmental Sciences, Addison Land Barnes. Brooke A. Beardshaw. Jace Tyler Bushman. Caitlin Grace Cobley. Connor Joel Cook. Mary Eugenia Kauser. Aubrey Rose Falkowitz. Claudia Graciela Garcia. David Dean Hensley. Alyssa J. Isaac. Madison Grace Isaacs. Robert Isaiah Lambaria. Luis A. Liera. Leslie M. Lopez. Hayden Blake May. Finnegan Ellis Metza Dale. Samantha Molina. Cody L. Molazan. Raquel A. Puig. Madeline Claire Renard. James B. Robertson. Emily Marie Recker. Christopher Brian Sanchez. Miguel Angel Sanchez. Guadalupe Sarabia Rangel. Christina M. Sedlock. Jane Seong. Sarah Hayes Skelton. Jessica Nicole Terhesh. Shreya R. Tirabula. Isabella Sophia Trevino. Avery Francis Vaughn. Geraldina Villagomez. Bachelor of Science Environmental Studies, Pavel Alexievich Bolshakov. Charles H. Clark. Mary Rose Colclasher. Jody L. Kalashaw. Skylar R. Fitzvalier. Edith Garcia. Hayes Christopher Heights. Chloe June James. Claire Bradley Leffingwell. Sebastian James Silva. Laramie Kate Terrell. Joshua Miguel Tobar. Tommy P. Wynn. Department of Poultry Science, Bachelor of Science, Poultry Science, Madison S. Boutwell. Brady Carl Davis. Michaela Ann Eichelbarner. Esteban B. Farias. Kyle Joseph Frank. Nicholas R. Gonzalez. Samuel J. Guajardo. Eric Dowd Halver. Amaya DeRay Hodges. Caitlin Nicole Catrola. Ashlyn K. Lawrence. Morgan E. LePage. Savannah H. Lovelace. Maya Lee Pallotta. John Cody Poole. Corbin James Pruce. Lauren Elizabeth Renfro. Madison Claire Russell. Cheyenne Faith Nicole Thomas. Mackenzie Renee Till. Landon John Urban. Department of Rangeland Wildlife and Fisheries Management, Bachelor of Science, Rangeland Wildlife and Fisheries Management. Riley Alexander Alvarez. Finn James Andrews. Faith Noel Ash. Kennedy Bailey. David Cole Barksdale. Braden Cannon. Ethan Tyler Confer. Jacob Christopher Court. Emily Milagros de la Cruz. Megan Renee Dykes. Emily Grace Eskew. Shane B. Flanagan. Aaron Guerrero. Alden Tucker Helm. Justin David Hill. Nick B. Hernser. Michael Declan Mayer. Arleth Natalie Mata Lopez. Houston Wyatt Radcliffe. Alana Roberts. Caius John Saha. Timothy Randall Vaughn. Hayden Joseph Webb. Bachelor of Science, Wildlife and Fisheries Sciences, Anna Marie Alvarez. Nicholas Bronner. Avery Morgan Colazo. Sierra Ray Cast. Kimberly Ann Marie Kendall. Megan Elizabeth Schnocky. Department of Soil and Crop Sciences, Bachelor of Science, Plant and Environmental Soil Science, Brandon S. Bay. Arturo Herrera España. Natalie Ann Evans. Emily Ann Harrell. Victor Daniel Hernandez. Mason L. Lejeune. Andrew J. Marchetti. Matthew James Nolan. Christian Jose Peralta. Ricky A. Posada. Gabriel A. Ramthen. Jarrett William Boga Shutt. Maisie Lynn Strelick. Wiley Paul Strelick. Thomas M. Valdez. Caden Creed Vick. Bachelor of Science, Turfgrass Science, Cody Joseph Caldwell. Cabot Harrison Ellis. Dylan Fazekas. Brandon J. Machigimba. Ladies and gentlemen, receiving a Bachelor of Science in Turfgrass Science, Elliot P. Sankus.
Congratulations, Aggies.
As students, you have benefited from a very broad network of support that we call the Aggie Network. It is made up of students who have come before you, as well as parents and friends and many others who generously support our university. To personally congratulate you and to offer your official induction, please welcome Nick Taunton, Class of '07, Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of the Association of Former Students.
Howdy! On behalf of the Association of Former Students and your worldwide Aggie Network, congratulations. You graduated. And now you join the ranks of our former students, and you will continue a 146-year tradition of service and support that was established and continued by generations of Aggies who have walked this campus before us. Created by our first former students in 1879 and nurtured by over 600,000 Aggies over the last century and a half, the Association of Former Students today annually provides critical and tangible financial support to Texas A&M and Texas Aggies, which is unmatched and unrivaled by any other alumni association in the world. Will our newest former students please rise as able? The association that you inherit today was formed and exists to promote the interest and welfare of Texas A&M and to perpetuate the ties of camaraderie that you have formed during your time here. Today, it is my distinct privilege to be the one to officially induct you into the Association of Former Students of Texas A&M University. Welcome. To signify this important transition, I ask each of our graduates to take a moment and look down at your ring. Our ring reminds us of our core values of excellence, integrity, leadership, loyalty, respect, and selfless service. And it also reminds us of one another, to the vast Aggie network to which we all so proudly belong. Since earning your Aggie ring, your class year has faced inward to you. But at this time, I ask each of you to carefully remove your ring and turn it so that your class year now points out to the world as a proud former student of Texas A&M. If you do not have an Aggie ring today, rest assured that you are and always will be an important part of the Aggie network, and you can always come see us at the Association of Former Students if you'd like to get one. Please be seated. As you leave Aggieland today to go make our world a better place, know that as an Aggie, you will never be alone. Joining you on your path for the rest of your life will not only be your outstanding education here at Texas A&M, but our core values and the worldwide Aggie network. So throughout your journey, wear your Aggie ring with pride and remember that you are forever, forever a Texas Aggie. And now, as a graduate, future generations of Aggies will look to you for inspiration, for leadership. Many of you are already supporting these students through your time, talent, and treasure that you're giving back, and for that we say thank you. We encourage you to stay involved, give back, go to a local muster, wherever you end up, join a local club, but just be the best Aggie you can be. Know that you're always welcome to come visit us at your home on campus, the Clayton W. Williams Jr. Alumni Center, or go to AggieNetwork.com to learn more about how you can stay involved with your beloved alma mater. Aggies helping Aggies is our oldest tradition. You've inherited that great legacy from those that have come before you, and now it's your turn to carry the torch forward to the next generation. So thank you for all that you will do to be there and support and continue this tradition of helping Aggies in the next generation, just as so many have been there for you. Congratulations, gig 'em, and God bless.
Thank you, Nick. Aggies, Today, you take your place among the best graduates and alumni network in the world. As you step forward, remember that the values and skills that you have honed here will guide you to lead, to innovate, and to inspire others wherever you go. So as we conclude this ceremony this morning, I invite everybody in the arena to rise as able to sing the Spirit of Aggieland. At its conclusion, the stage party will recess, and following the war hymn, graduates will exit through the south entrance of Reed Arena. Congratulations and gig 'em.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony today. We encourage you to connect with your graduate outside of Reed Arena. We appreciate your support of Texas A&M University, and we wish you safe travels to your destination. Please drive safely, and as always, Gig 'em Aggies.